Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Invicta Specs with yours truly, John the Phone Guy. Today we have the Venom dual movement. Okay, it shows upside down to y'all. Hold on a second. There we go. So this is the Venom Hybrid with the dual open heart movement with the power reserve. Of course, this is on the hybrid, and so that's what we're getting ready to talk about here. So, and one quick shout out, miss you, Uncle Todd, on the shows. And for those who don't know, Todd Newton did a lot of hosting on Shop HQ back in the day. So just wanted to give a shout out to him. But let's not dilly-dally here. Let's dial up the bench and take a look. And here we are on the bench, and just want to introduce, this is the Venom Hybrid Dual Open Heart, model number 33543. This is a 51 millimeter, 50 atmosphere, 500 meter, 1660 feet water resistance. And of course it has the mother pearl dial. And the research that I did in trying to identify this movement is that it's made by a company called Jord. This is a JHLS32. It's a dual wheel movement, automatic, and it runs at 21,600 vibrations per hour. And this is a shared load system, so both wheels are accommodating the timekeeping. It's a 40-hour power reserve, which you can see the power reserve gauge up here, and it's a 47 joule. The standard deviation on this is plus or minus 40 seconds a day, which, to be honest, is not one of the highest ones around, but it kind of is what it is. So, you know, just take it for what it is at that point. But it is just a very beautiful movement. And of course, you know, we've got the Sabako Specialty case and cradle and bracelet, and then we've got the Venom Gen 2 bezel right here, and a slightly modified Sabako 6 where you've got the screw down for the crown. The one addition to this would be the semi Sea Hunter style crown protector, which I think is kind of a pretty cool addition. Of course, on the back here you've got your rotor, and let's see if we can get, so you can get model number. Ooh, way too much glare. Let's see what we get here. There we go. We got model number and stainless steel and some of the other details, reserve. And you can see the back of the movements here, working around all the gear systems, and the rotor that is part of the automatic movement with this one. So, and we do have a full scissor deployment class with the dive keeper. So this is a single link, and it's a standard cotter pin on here. So from that, we just kind of, you know, have that. But before anything else, let's go ahead and jump on the microscope and take a look at this in detail. Here we are under the digital microscope, taking a look at this thing. So of course you can see we're up here at the 12 o'clock, and one of the interesting, and what I enjoy about this watch is the power reserve. So it goes from a 0 to a 40, which is telling you about 40 hours of runtime on the mechanism. Of course, we've got the sword style hands and the hour minute, and of course we've got the two open heart movements here that work in tandem to produce the time for the second hand sweep. We can see that moving around here. Of course, we've got the really nice globe luminous markers with the blue around the edges. We've got, you know, the Gen 2 bezel, and let's see if we can turn this thing. And of course, we've got the case and cradle for the Sabacua specialty and all of that. And but just a unique piece. Let's see if I can get zoomed in a little bit here. So what we're seeing right here is the movements with the balance wheel and everything going around. So the way this one works is there's behind the scenes there's a gearing system that takes the combined workload of these two open hearts and combines it to give you the 21,600 vibrations an hour, or 6 steps a second. So that's kind of how this mechanism works. So what's the really unique piece about this one is the creamy yellow. Let me back out here for a second. Is that creamy yellow mother of pearl. It's very unusual. You just don't see that very often with Invicta, and that was one of the main reasons why I picked up this color variation. There's others with obviously black mother of pearl and white and platinum, but I don't really have anything with this unique color in it, so that was one of the reasons why I went this way. You can see right there kind of that gold creamy color. Just a very unique timepiece. And of course we've got our crown system over here with the screw down, and it has the of course you've got the indicator right there, the yellow right here that you can see that it's open. That's the indicator. So now, this being just a dual open heart movement, there is no day of the week or any other functions. So this is purely a standard 3-hand movement. So it's just a unique piece altogether. But with that, let's head back to the bench and finish this guy up. See you there. Okay, and here we are back from the microscope, and let's put some measurements on this guy. So 10-4, I get 53, but I think that's partly because of the crown. So let me go upside down. So there I get 51.2. Excuse me, I got the hiccups for some reason. On the thickness, I get 20.1. The lug at the screws, I get 35.6. Looks like the bracelet's going to taper from 30.9 down to 26. The thickness on these links are going to be 4.9, and the span, I'm going to try and go right off these center holes right here, I get 51.5 on that. So let's grab the scales here. And so we're in ounces. So we're at 12.1 ounces. So it's, you know, a substantial size watch. And now we're in grams. So we're at 343 grams. So, you know, a good size watch all the way around. Venom hybrids are generally a heavier watch. So it would not be unusual for this watch to weigh this much, especially on a bracelet. So, you know, you can kind of see some of the details on that. But really love the design on it, and from the perspective, so I have a 7-inch wrist, so I'll put it on my wrist for a size comparison, and you can kind of see the lug system. You do have a little bit of room to move up and down your arm to allow for much bigger, you know, size. I'd say that's probably around 8.5 right there. Of course, it's limited because I had to take links out for myself, but I really enjoy this watch. It's a very unique looking timepiece. I mean, you know, the accuracy of the movement, to be honest, I'm a little disappointed with, but it is what it is. You know, we'll just kind of take it with that and leave it at that's where this watch sits. So, you know, it's all good. All that being said, I wanted to give a shout out to Instagram and YouTube friends. And we'll give a shout out to Smitten by Invicta on Instagram, Invicta Watches and Women's Fashion. And of course, YouTube sensations, Trap Vision 3D and the Lifestyle page talking about all things collecting and family. And of course, Tommy Big Time, focusing on bracelet sizing and battery changes and everything Invicta. D&Q, chronicling travel and food and fun. Tony Woe, Christian rapper, and his music and life perspective. And of course, we do the vast majority of our shopping on Shop HQ and Bulldog Shopping, which is the brother of Shop HQ, and obviously Invictastores.com is a great option. And with that, I will jump out and go back and finish this video out for y'all, and we'll see you in a second. And wanted to take a moment to say thanks to everyone for watching, commenting, and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button over here. And I'm also going to include a couple playlists over here of some other videos to take a look at. And with that, I say take care and enjoy your Invicta timepieces. And I'll see you next time on Invicta Specs.